Bitch. Hope everything's working. We figuring conspiracy shit out, season 2, episode 51.
Yeah.
Gotta play the song, you know what I'm saying? We gotta creep them out. Creep them out a little bit one time. Every Friday, even though it's Thursday. Today's Thursday, but it's all good. Got a disclaimer. Disclaimer there. Read that, please. Don't come for us.
Yeah.
This is entertainment only. You know what I'm saying? Where's my mouse? Oh, fuck. Boom. Nope. Yo, we in here.
Yes,
Episode 51. We live. Let us know if we sound like ass. We trying new shit. Got the interface change.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? You already know.
What
I'm Buddy Flacs. Episode 51. We got a new interface. We got a new logo. Check out the logo. It's up there in the top left.
That shit fire, Frank. Frank, you killing the graphics.
Give
the nigga round of applause. Show us some love.
I gotta give credit to the AI. AI did help. It was not perfect. As you know, AI isn't perfect yet, but it will, AI me. But we here. What we doing today? What's going on? We got Heru in the building, and his fucking videos tweaking.
Unify and Thrive, y'all. Unify and Thrive. Don't forget that. You know what time it is. Unify and Thrive. I don't care what you do. Make sure you stick together, goddamn. What up, Heru?
We in the building looking for a few answers as always. Y'all know how we do. We figuring this shit out as we go. So
like everybody else.
Take literal. Just understand what it is that we out here trying to do for the people.
Facts.
Talking about
your video's tweaking, bro. It's all good. We gonna rock with it.
That's fine. You just got mad loud. Everybody going through something they never been through before. Everybody seeing a day they never seen before. So
that's real. That's real. So what's happening, bro? What we doing? What we talking about today? Who gonna bring us in? What we got going on?
We got two topics. What we doing? We doing adverse possession, or we talking about the billionaire who died in the crash? Who we going first?
We talking about it all, cause shit, both of them return into the money. Put it like that. If something being confiscated that's yours and you can't get paid, we talking about money. If you flying planes and you're dying and you're a billionaire, we talking about money.
Oh, that's a fact.
Let's pull it.
So let's pull up the law. So we can do adverse possession first, right? Or you going to pull them up first? All right. So the adverse possession, right? So in Virginia, if you occupy somebody's land or home, right? If you occupy an unattended, unmaintained property or home,
you want to do this,
and you treating it like it's your own in public, right? You gotta get your mail there. You know what I mean? You got to live there. You can't be hiding, right? You can eventually take possession of that crib or land free and clear without no ramifications. You know what I mean? Somebody, there was a dude in Georgia who did it. This shit old as a bitch. Shit old as fuck. Yeah. Some dude in Georgia. He knew the law and he knew the house was abandoned. Somebody passed away or something. He just moved in the crib. Started getting mail there. Started living there. Neighbors was like, dog, you can't do that. You ain't pay for this. But by the time they caught on, it was trying to, tell people, say something about it. It was too late. He went out to the court, got the paperwork, paid the taxes on that bitch. It was his crib, bro. Adverse possession.
Yeah.
I don't understand how this is legal.
I mean, it's like this. These people finding these homes are sitting vacant. Ain't nobody in it. It's just like, honestly, it's crazy, though, because it's just like if you live there and you turn around and let somebody come stay with you for about a couple months. Now, they live there. All it takes for them is a piece of mail addressed to your home. Once that process takes, you got to understand, the light people don't even ask for a lease anymore. Anybody in that household, if you say I live at this house and they run your shit and they see that, ain't no bill owed in your name or whatever, they'll turn that shit on. Now, fuck, where is that?
Right.
Different now. So these people are literally just pulling in, taking possession, saying, hey, this is mine. Nothing that hasn't happened before, because somebody else did this over 400 some years ago, moved in and took possession. You know what I'm saying? So they know how this works. They know how this works. That's why they not fighting it, because they know this is the same thing they did to take what this shit they had.
So it got to be a period of time. So here you go. The legal definition of one of them is a legal principle that allows the person who possesses someone else's land for an extended period of time to claim legal title to that land.
That's why.
It's crazy though, as it may seem though. It is. It's real crazy. But like I told you, if people find property that's sitting and vacant, they're occupying it. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you're a family and you live in there, ain't nobody gonna just come in there. But they can move in your garage, and you can't even put them out of your garage. Oh, this shit crazy.
Yeah.
There's no legal basis to
like,
evict. What's it called? Evict.
You know, so it's just like a regular eviction, right? Just say you let your brother come stay with you, and he there for 3 months, right? He ain't got to pay you nothing, but as long as you get mail there, you can't just evict him. You got to go through the whole court process and get him out of there.
But
and
he didn't sign the lease. I get that, but this is just Virginia.
Yeah, no. That shit damn near everywhere, I believe. The thing about it is, you moving into this property now. You're turning on bills in this property. You're paying bills at this property. You may not be paying the people that own the property, but the courts in them ain't looking at it because they ain't their money. You get what I'm saying? They ain't worried about money. State. Water bills, light bills, that's state bills. Long as them bills is getting paid, nothing but fuck who lives there. So when you go to court, all the people doing is just keep putting it off. You can keep getting that shit put off because it's a silver matter. You know, silver should be tied up for 2-3 years. Years I've been got on my feet by then. I've been to save my money, got on my feet, been living in a fucking 5-bedroom home for the last 2 years. Man,
hey, bro. So it's important. It's important to know. It's important to know that the people who own the land, they gotta come and say something within a reasonable amount of time. So like, just say your mama owns a house, and she. God forbid she passed away, right? Somebody moving her crib, and you don't come and say, "Get the fuck out," or "This is my space." In like 5 years or so, there's nothing you can do to that person because they go to the courthouse and get title of his crib because you not claiming the possession.
All right, so this is mainly uninhabited. You talking about uninhabited properties? It seems like somebody could come in my house right now and just come in this bitch and sit.
No.
You
inhabited it,
Yeah, homes that's just sitting, that's vacant. They going on Zillow and places like that, seeing how long these houses have been sitting. You gotta think about it. Like Cuz was just saying, if somebody move out of this home and nobody has occupied this house in about a year, and you know ain't nobody been in a year, the landlord ain't going to check on that property. So you're gonna move in there. You're gonna be at least 90 days to probably 6 months before somebody even ever come say something to you about what are you doing here. You feel
and it ain't gonna be the owners. It's gonna be a neighbor. It's gonna be the neighbors.
By that time, it's a silver suit. Now you got to take me to court to get me out of here.
All right. So I got a question, because I feel like this might be a regular person, lower class, maybe middle class problem. How do rich people, like rich motherfuckers with money, what is their solution to this? Because I know if you're a rich motherfucker, you got properties, mansions, they gotta have some type of solution for that, because they're not gonna deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Like force, cops, violence. You know what I'm saying? Or is this just something regular people deal with? You know what I'm saying?
They passed some laws saying that you really can't. If somebody inhabits your property in certain states, you have to get them out there on your own. There's a couple states like that where you have to literally, the court is not going to do anything about it. And they passed that law like last year.
So cops can't come evict nobody? Like you get them out, they put it on you? Like what if you shoot motherfuckers? I don't know.
Look, they passed that law. Look, Flock, they passed that law last year, and then they let all the immigrants start to come over here because they knew that the immigrants were gonna be living in people fucking
there we go.
See what I'm saying? So they passed that law saying that you couldn't do nothing before they allowed those people. Basically saying, we gonna pass a law. It's basically for the Americans, but then you're gonna flood the country with a bunch of illegal immigrants. You get what I'm saying? They know ain't
got it. But they gotta also know so I sent you a video, Frank. It's a little lengthy one, so watch it. And this is the story. This is where I learned it from. But remember, adverse possession is also. Oh no, that's a video before what y'all was talking about. So never mind. But you got to know the laws. Like if you there over a certain period of time, you got to go to the courthouse and claim the taxes and claim the damn land or the house. You know what I'm talking about? How long is this video? We ain't gotta watch the whole 9 minutes. But yeah, play this one.
All right, let's do that. Cause I'm still trying to. There's got to be some type of work.
Gotta have a good lawyer.
It'll blow your face off.
Lawyer.
All right, hold up.
I can't hear it.
I can't hear you. No.
Them taking the damn black land from the people. Just taking it because they said they bought them out, so that's different. I sent you another video, so watch that one.
All right, hold on. You sent this right now? All right. This shit is
Yeah.
wild though. There's gotta be. If you take a
I claim this
motherfucker,
250,000
adverse possession. Here it is. Adverse possession.
I sent you.
house for free using the legal method of adverse possession. Let me explain how I did it, and you can too.
Oh, he got
Adverse
it.
possession is a legal method of gaining title to property so long as you meet the strict statutory requirements. The uniform requirements mean that it must be continuous, hostile, open and notorious, actual, and exclusive. Now, is it really that simple? Of course not. But I studied at the law library for 4 years, learning all the laws and forms, and executed on that knowledge to get a favorable result. So I took all that knowledge and experience gained and put it in a step-by-step comprehensive ebook on adverse possession. Not only can adverse possession be used for your personal benefit, it can also be used to start and build a real estate portfolio, which, if leveraged correctly, can bring in passive income. And for me personally, I've been living rent and mortgage free for 4 years now, all thanks to this process of adverse possession and claiming the right of abandoned property. And this was despite hearing all the negative press surrounding adverse possession. So if you want to learn how to ethically gain property using adverse possession, go ahead and grab my ebook today.
I'm about to get that shit, but all right. So is this? I'm about to get that shit, but he's not playing when he's talking about building a real estate portfolio. But is this really for the immigrants though? Like they flood the country with a bunch of immigrants. People got land out there that's uninhabited. You know what I'm saying? Condos, property, whatever, and they find them, inhabit them, and then they could just take ownership of it. Like
But you hear the man say, I just sent you another video. We can watch that one too. But you hear the man say it's a legal hostile takeover. You got to be legal and it got to be hostile. Like, so when he's doing it, those other videos I sent you is the one I was looking for the first time, right? And the neighbors is fucking upset. My man got this Texas crib for $16.
But my thing is, I just don't see this working with like the banks, JP Morgan. Like, could this work against JP Morgan and them? Because I feel like when they have stuff like this, they have ways around it for them. Like it'll apply to smaller people, right, and the middle class and everybody else.
The thing is, apply to them. If they not maintaining the property or if they not keeping up the legal statute of the house, it's for everybody.
Man, listen, these people are taking homes that's empty. I mean, I done seen a shitload of videos of them people taking properties. I ain't talking about ran down properties or nothing like that. So you get what I'm saying? They're taking homes, literally going in these homes, living in these homes, getting bills on. I told you, if you move into a home, you're getting a light bill there, you go into court saying, hey, I live here. I got a light bill here. I got a bill. I've been here almost 90 days. Nobody said nothing to me about anything. So now it's a court issue. So the bank going to sit back because the bank going to get paid regardless.
Yeah,
the bank
I hear you, but I just don't see this. What I'm saying is I don't see this happening to the powerful and elite. I guess that's what I'm getting at. If you're a powerful elite person, you got property all over the country, you can't convince me that they are just allowing this to happen to them. Or they may have methods and means of ways.
If they're not taking maintenance and control of it, if he got 105 properties, he got to lose track of 2 of them hoes. Okay. That's it. That's all it is to it.
He's gonna lose more. He's gonna lose more than that. And think about this. I don't feel bad, but it is what it is.
Because I feel like it might be more of an issue for like regular people, middle class and shit.
On June 17th, after months of research about a Texas law called adverse possession.
This is not a normal process, but it's not a process that's not known. It's just not known to everybody.
Lee Lowry and her husband told me the house down the street was in foreclosure for more than a year. The owner walked away, then the mortgage company went out of business. Apparently, that opened the door for someone to take advantage of the situation.
So nobody owns it now. Okay.
Kenneth Robinson told us he's no squatter. He said,
Oh, it just cut off after 30 seconds.
No, listen, it is so many homes that's like that, even in foreclosure right now, that just have been sitting. Nobody's going to check on those properties.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, right now, it got a time where nobody's really buying a lot of property. So a lot of that property is just sitting there. I rolled past houses that's been sitting for at least a year, 2 years now that nobody even's touched. You get what I'm saying?
I feel that. I could agree to that, because in that case, it's a house that could be housing a family. It's not being used. Nobody's making a claim to it, and so these people are just going to get it. So that's different. That's different if it's been sitting there, it's empty, it's vacant or whatever. Okay. So I'm about to go search. Y'all want us to go search and buy some cribs or like adverse possession? let's get this portfolio popping.
I'm trying to find some land.
Property. I don't feel bad about the property being taken. Like I told you, it's homeless people around here. Y'all got homes just sitting. Nobody's living in them. Come on, man. It makes no sense. It shows you how greedy people really is. And if you know you got this property for rent, and you know it has been rent, and you had it out there for at least a year and nobody's renting, something wrong. Drop the rent down or something. Do something.
That's true. And with the housing, you know what I'm saying? How much housing is? I get it. Is a legal method.
You know what I'm saying? Put a family, you can change a person's life by putting somebody into a nice little home. You know what I'm saying? The type of shit, that's humanity that you're looking for in type of people that you don't see these type of days. Because people are all about themselves. It's a greed factor. Money is what it is.
Yeah. Here go another sign of greed. How often do you go around? My wife pointed this out to me. How often is they building a new building right across the street from a building that's already existing but abandoned? You know what I'm talking about? That's
crazy, can we do that with a building, with an apartment complex?
We can try it.
In the last, right here in Norfolk, in the last 3 years, they have built at least 6 apartment complexes. Literally, big complexes, and they steady building them shits now. In the middle of downtown, like with the McDonald's and shit right there on Church Street and shit. They building up. That's all they're doing with them. Apartments. I call them shits traps because they look like hotels.
Mm-hmm.
That's put
trying to bring the Carter back.
How up north is, how everybody cramped in and on goddamn 4, 5, 6, 19 stories. Yeah, cramming you all in one building. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to bring the Carter back.
Yeah, that's what they doing. Cause that's what they building up in this area. That's all you see. But then I ride past, I see empty buildings, empty bank buildings. I'm like, damn, all these homeless people, why y'all don't?
There's mad shopping centers too that are just shopping centers, go to dust.
Come on, man, just yeah. And y'all know y'all city is fucked up homeless people and people that need places to go. Y'all wouldn't even try to set up something in there for them people to even try to lay their head in there. Y'all don't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's why fuck. They can take it all they want. Shit, keep it.
Right.
That's just my take.
I think this. I could agree with it. I would want to know the requirements though. Like, is there like a set limit of time? Like you said, it can't be. It's uninhabited for a certain amount of time. Nobody's making claim. In this case, the mortgage company disappeared. Like, so nobody owns the mortgage on it. Like, the bank don't own it. So like, I can understand it. But I feel
that's a write off like a motherfucker. Boy.
I feel like it could turn ugly real quick to regular, smaller, middle class, lower class, or people that are trying to become real estate owners and are having trouble renting out or whatever the case, and then they just getting this shit swiped out from under them. I think that's the only issue that I see with it over time. But I don't know, especially with the ignorance coming in.
Yeah, because when you go into foreclosure, basically the feds own it. It's federal. It's tax money that they collected. So if you go into that home and you go to the people and pay that back money, whose home is it now? It's your home.
That's a big fact. Mm-hmm. And that's been going on forever.
That's all they want is the money. Who's gonna come up here and pay me this money for this access money that's accumulated and for this house that's been sitting here? Oh, you got the money? All right, well then it's your home now.
Bro, we should go find some property and put it under the business.
Hey,
build a podcast
was tight, boy. Them neighbors in Texas was upset.
I imagine.
But the foreclosed homes where you can go in, homes that's in debt where you can. It's like this. If you was to go on, if you knew somebody, or you was to go online and look and see how many houses are in foreclosure that people are still living in, and you go to them people and say, listen, I see that you owe $10,000 in federal taxes. I'm gonna pay that $10,000, but I'm taking possession of your home. You're gonna continue to stay there, but you're gonna pay me a monthly rent
until and you get your house back until you pay your 10 bands back. But it's gonna be like more like 15 bands with interest, and they already ain't got to pay it.
See, but then a lot of people are really not even gonna probably pay it back, so you're gonna wind up with the property.
Right.
And,
Or you can tell them, listen, you can't get the property back due to the fact the bank was gonna take it anyway. If the bank took it, you wasn't getting it back anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
I'm your new man.
What you talking
about?
Acquire land by adverse possession. I don't know. Let's see what she's talking about.
Pull your money together, buy some land, and then...
This is a short one.
I'm a real estate agent in California, and I have a lot to say about this. I'm not saying to steal land. What I'm saying is that there is a way to take land by adverse possession. Like for part 2.
I'm about to get on it.
That was short.
Get on this shit.
I'm with it too. I mean, if it's a way to build wealth, if it's apparently it's a legal method, you know what I'm saying? And if nobody's getting hurt, the bank ain't getting hurt, the property owner ain't getting hurt, if they're not around, I guess it's fine. I'm about to start looking for real.
You and me both. Next time.
But I think don't you have to habit it, right? Like, let's say if I want to do it, then I gotta live there. Like, you can find
go
people.
build a little hut.
Yeah.
Build a little hut. Get some electricity built on that hole. You know what I mean? Get your light bill going. But you gotta occupy the whole land. So start your little farm and shit. You know what I mean?
Was it unified?
Get some some cows and that shit. Unified thought. Look, I remember when I moved in my neighborhood, the area that I live in, and I first got here, bro. I called the lady, and she said she had some land for 18 years, dog. But I can tell in the whole 18 years, the land ain't been touched. I wish I had thought about that shit back then, because I called her and was like, how much you want? She was saying something, but she lived in Florida. She didn't even care, and it was like 29 acres, bro.
No, that's
and it's still sitting there for sale.
Well, okay. If it's for sale, that's different, right? Because someone's making a claim, they're owning it and they're trying to sell it. Is that different or no?
But at first it wasn't for. But at first it wasn't for sale. It was just sitting there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Something to look into. If you out there, somebody in the comments is watching this, if you've done this before, if you heard about it, you've done it yourself, let us know. What are the requirements? What's the requirements in Virginia? How about that? That's what I want to know.
I bet Virginia got to possession 15 years.
Hey, we need the blueprint. We want to know all steps. Don't leave nothing unturned.
Let's say figuring shit out for a reason, yeah.
Damn right. No, that's all right. We gonna move on. Let's see what happened with this African billionaire here. Let's watch this.
What's up, Heru?
Let me see what happened. They unalived an African billionaire, CEO of Nigeria's biggest bank. What happened?
Leanne Suter joins us live from Burbank with the latest on the investigation. Leanne?
Jory, that helicopter was operated by Orbic Air, based here at the Burbank airport. A pilot as well as a safety pilot were on board, along with 4 passengers, one of them the head of a major Nigerian bank.
The deadly crash happened in the middle of the Mojave Desert just after 10 p.m. Friday night. 6 people on board, 2 pilots, 4 passengers, no survivors.
As far as we know, from what was reported from witnesses, that there was fire when the aircraft did contact the terrain.
On board, Herbert Wigwe, CEO of Access Bank, one of the largest banks in Nigeria. Spokesman for Nigeria's president posting on X, Wigwe's death is, quote, a terrible blow for Nigeria and Africa's banking industry. Wigwe's wife, Chizoba, and his son were also on board, as well as Bamifin Amebola Ogunbanjo, former chair of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The crash happened east of the 15 freeway near Halloran Springs Road outside Baker. NTSB investigators say they are looking into reports of downed power lines near the accident site and say they are also investigating if weather may have been a factor.
It was reported by witnesses that there was rain with some wintry mix. We currently have a meteorologist working on our team, and we're working to analyze and get the exact weather conditions.
The Airbus EC-130 is operated by Orbic Air out of Burbank Airport. Investigators say the helicopter taken off from Palm Springs headed to Boulder City, Nevada, outside of Las Vegas. According to victims' friends, the group was headed to the Super Bowl. Wigwe recently posting on social media, in part, quote, "Remember, life is a precious gift. Let us number our days." As authorities investigate the cause of the fatal crash, they are asking for help from witnesses.
We were aware that there were several 911 calls last night to report the crash from Interstate 15. And we'd like to ask any of those people that had witnessed that if they would reach out to us with any further information they may have.
The NTSB and FAA both expected back out at the crash site tomorrow as they continue their investigation, which they say will be very lengthy and thorough. A final report on the crash likely isn't expected.
So what's going on there, bro? What's the conspiracies around that? Who was this guy? The owner of the bank? Go ahead, you
the largest bank in Nigeria.
Yeah, the largest, which means you know he's a part of BRICS, right? Mm-hmm. No, it's no way around it. He probably, if not, I'm just, that's my opinion. I believe he's a part of the fact of Biggie is in that region. Now, I also know how the media works, and you know the trick on the people that they put on the show in front of. Mm-hmm. Okay, first of all, I know how there is about energy. They're big on it. They're always trying to steal it. You know, they need something new. You know, we had the George Floyd thing that's gone now. Now we got a plane crash with a black guy who is one of the richest men supposedly in the world. Okay, so you need everybody's attention. Now they say he was on his way to the Super Bowl. Did you hear what time they say the plane crashed?
No,
don't pay attention to that. Did you? I pay attention to everything. They say the plane crashed at 10 p.m.
Eastern time?
Listen, it crashed. It crashed in
10 p.m.
Hold on, it crashed in Burbank, California at 10 p.m. I mean, you can go back to the find it. How was he on his way to the Super Bowl if he crashed at 10 p.m.? The Super Bowl didn't start at 10 p.m.
It started 3 p.m.
It started at 6:30.
3 p.m. their time.
6:30 our time.
Yeah. So how the hell was he on his way to the Super Bowl damn near 7 hours later?
Maybe he's going to the Super Bowl party.
Come on, man. The time's off. I know how these people play in our face when it comes to stuff like this. You get what I'm saying? I look at it like that, or either the fact that, you know, he's a part of BRICS, somebody that got to him, he don't want to really push the issue, so he faked the plane crash, or whatever the case may be.
So look,
but
also, they said the head of the damn the Nigerian stock market was up there too, right?
Yeah, it was 6 other people. Him and 6 other people died also in that crash. And now my thing is, billionaires are still riding around in planes, helicopters.
Mm-hmm. Helicopters.
Are y'all tripping?
There was like 800 private jets. I saw a TikTok that said 800 private jets left the Super Bowl, or flew in and then left the Super Bowl after it was over from there.
Yes.
And they talking about all this climate change and all this.
On the one on crash.
Right.
Exactly. They talking about some winter mist in California. It was snowing. Mm-hmm. These people is crazy. I tell you, sometimes when they get to talking and feeding us the shit that they want to feed us, they can't even get the storyline right. Because now everybody is aware, so we instantly look for what's wrong. Why doesn't this shit right with us? Why is y'all bringing this to us? You get what I'm saying? We say here's more distractions as we speak. They just keep coming. How big is that story? They hear that African banker, one of the richest bankers over there, died in a plane crash. Then y'all just killed Kobe in the plane crash. How many of the black people y'all want to kill in the plane crash, supposedly?
Aaliyah died in the plane crash. Come on now.
You know, now it's becoming a thing. I mean, shit, if I was a billionaire, I don't even want to travel. I don't have a motherfucker.
I hate flying. I take a boat.
Hey. That's why Putin won't come over this bitch for nothing. Look.
And he mad at Tucker Carlson going over there to talk to his ass.
Hey,
What up, Tim? What up, Tim?
Tucker about to count his days because he out of line. He is out of line, boy.
He went over there and talked to Putin and got the truth.
He talked to Putin and
they were trying to block. They were blocking it for like 2 years because they didn't want. Come on, and I think about that when you blocking a journalist from trying to go talk to the other party that y'all supposedly beefing with, something ain't right. Why y'all just want to keep feeding me y'all one narrative?
No, that's facts. We gotta be careful though, because we streaming to YouTube. We on YouTube right now. You say Putin and the whole fucking channel gets shot. No, I'm playing. I don't know. Hopefully not.
For entertainment purposes only. Now, if we was ever able to interview the other guy that the United States has painted as the bad guy, I'm quite sure the conversation wouldn't be the same.
There's always two sides. I'd say there's always three sides. There's your story, there's their story, and then somewhere in the middle there's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I can't agree with everything that Putin said over there. He probably hit a lot of truth, but he probably put his little twist on, bullshit things. But at the same time, it's like you can't, when you get one side all the time, like we do in our media, in American media, if you believe the news and everything they say about what's happening in other countries, I don't know what to tell you, but you might be getting misinformation.
That's one thing I would say about our media. Like we hardly ever get the other side of the story. Like the R. Kelly really get a chance to tell his story side? Did the people they lock up ever get to tell their side? Mm-hmm. No.
But guess and listen to that. Forever in this history of how America was created with colonizers, the victors was the only one who told the stories. Mm-hmm. If defeated, you got to tell. You didn't tell shit.
Yeah, right.
So they've been on merit progress. They've been doing this shit forever. You get what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me if I lost, I didn't get to tell no part of history, which is could be the truth. You only get to rewrite what you want because you want it. So you get to say, how does that work? That's why our history is so fucked up, because only the winners won, and we know what the winners did to win. You get what I'm saying? They didn't win fairly.
Lies, cheat, steal.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Then they got to twist the history books. They write the history books. They can spend their victory, spend it how they want, make them seem like the good guys. I mean, we know this though. This is propaganda 101. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I still don't understand why they just do the whole Sphinx stuff, but just knock the nose off. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because it was Negro featured. They didn't want it because
why they blow the whole thing up though?
Huh? Because then they could
blow the whole thing up then.
Knocking off the nose could still say, hey, it could have had a Caucasian nose. It could have had, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that it had a Negro nose. They always factor in that part to say, well, we don't know what happened to the nose. Right. But we know the nose because of the fact they can feed that shit to all the civilizations that coming behind it, but we know what happened to the nose. A lot of people still don't know that it had a Negro nose.
And that's not to say,
but you can look at his face.
And that's not to say there's not a whole lot of historical monuments, buildings, architecture that haven't been destroyed that we don't know ever existed. You know what I'm saying? Tartaria is an example. There's mad Tartarian architecture over the history that's just been demolished, flooded out or whatever. Totally demolished. We will never see pictures of it. We will never know it existed. And there's a reason why they destroyed it for whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother. That's a whole other topic. Yeah.
They did it to tell lies, to fabricate what their narrative was supposed to be, to bring in their existence. Because honestly, if you look past the 1600s, 1500s, they have no existence. Because you don't even hear nothing. Honestly, when have you heard about the 1200s? When have you heard about the 1300s? When have you heard about the 1100s? You ain't heard shit about them times. What happened in them time periods?
Mm-hmm. Timbuktu. That's what happened. That's what was happening in Timbuktu.
we just trying to get to the truth. We just trying to figure conspiracy shit out. This is entertainment only. If you got theories, let us know. Hit us in the comments. Let us know. Send us articles. We'll talk about it on here. It's so much information in history that we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? To be naive and to feel like, oh, well, I learned this in school. I learned American history. I learned world history in school. And to believe or to
That's a hella point. That's a hella
right,
point.
to just be like, oh, well, I know what happened because this is what my history teacher said. Bro, come on.
Yeah, in history class, the shit started at 16. What was it?
300 years ago.
200,
yeah.
Yeah, 1600 something.
Yeah. They already missing a whole portion of the time. How can you start somebody whole existence off at just 1600? Say, oh, y'all was slaves.
They was dropped on earth, right? y'all came into this world as slaves.
They were for dinosaurs and slaves.
And the kids today that's coming up, they asking these questions too. They want to know, well, what happened in this time period? Because y'all ain't said nothing about that time period at all.
Right.
They the ones that's awoke and paying attention to that type of shit. Because during our time in school, we ain't never think back to be like, well, damn, why did y'all start everything in the 1600s when y'all was dominating shit? Y'all literally just started when y'all was just on top, fucking up shit, taking shit, doing everything y'all wanted to do. Well, that didn't make sense.
Ever know.
That's all they want you to know. It's
That's
crazy.
all we ever know.
See, Putin started to spill some of them secrets. And they're a little upset about that. He had a whole story to tell about why this situation is going on, what's going on. We know how the United.
He did go in like 30 minutes of Russian history, and I'll be honest, I was just like, what? I honestly didn't care. Like, I don't know. That's crazy too. I don't know shit about Russian history. There's a lot of shit about other countries I'd never heard about. Never heard stories. Never even. The information was never even made available. Like they don't tell you nothing.
And listen,
you can agree. America was over there, had their hands in
it. Just like they have twisted some of it. Just like the Aryans. They told you the Aryans were skinhead white boys running around doing all this. All that comes back from Hitler time. No, the fuck it don't. That Aryan shit was stolen because, contrary to the fact, one of the real Aryans that's still running around is Kamala Harris. These parts Aryan, I bullshit you not. They stole all that, even the swastika. All that shit goes back past them, bro. Even ain't had all this shit that they were talking about. This is stuff they stole. Stuff that I told you, be careful of the word founded and established. Them two words means they stole it.
Right. Yep. Did you know the Chinese Wall is they say is the Great Wall of China wasn't even built by China. Like the defense side of it is facing towards China.
Sense.
You know what I'm saying? So like China's I don't know where China made the claim that this is their wall and they built it for protection, but like if you go to the top and look, they got the defense where they shot arrows towards China. So they were defending whatever land was on the other side was defending from China. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
I mean, hey, listen, all that shit goes back to the original people. Everybody knows that. That's why the Chinese people, they believe in who? Buddha? Don't any of the guy they believe in Buddha or something like that. That's their religion. They believe in him. Now it's funny. His name's Buddha. I ain't met a Chinese person last name ending nothing like Buddha over there. All I hear is luau. Come on, man. Something's not adding up. Exactly. Nobody's name is resembling nothing of this guy that y'all so-called supposed to be your God.
Right.
In the Middle East, there's plenty of Muhammad's.
Oh my God, that's the most common name in the world, I think.
That's what they worship.
Not only that, his hair, nobody's hair is like his hair over there. Who hair? True. I ain't seen not one China man with that hair on his head over there. Because we know where that hair comes from. Because we know who the real Buddha was that y'all worshiping. Because you never show the black-ass Chinese people that's in your area. You got to show the light ones. That's everywhere around the world. You got to show the light ones. You ain't going to show the darkness to show where it all comes from. But I done seen genealogists show where their lineage comes back from black people. Crazy, man. It's a wild thing, though.
No, that's fact. We can talk about this shit for hours. We can definitely go on and go. But it is what it is, man. We just try to figure shit out, bro. Entertainment only. Don't come for us.
So before we go, I want to say, if y'all into books, right, go get you a book called 1492. 1492. Just get it. It talks about the land that was already here, how they figured out what they was doing to the land while they was here, right? But they only did this research in, I think, 1800s, early 1800s, mid 1800s. They was able to, fly around and see shit. But again, by that time, they had already, claimed the shit, right? They were just exploring the America, like talking about, really getting into it. So, yeah, check it out, man. 1492.
Yeah, and also note this. They say on the Dawes Rolls it was 8 billion Indians. What happened to 8 Indians? If you believe they got rid of 8 billion Indians, you's fucking crazy. It's not. You are what they say you were, Indian. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're the copper color tone people that they talk about. That's fact.
No, that's real.
Yeah. YouTube about to shut us down.
I don't know. It's fine. It'll be fine. I tell you what, YouTube, for whatever reason, always be hitting us with the, like, oh, this is not, we can't monetize this. I'm going to request a review, and half the time they just like, nah. But anyway, moving on. Unify and Thrive. Let us know.
Yeah, do that.
If you agree, if you got other theories, other conspiracies, comment, like, share, do all the things. We're going to be here. We got the new logo. We got the new rebrand. This is actually, this is season 2 of figuring shit out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do probably 50 episode blocks of seasons. We're in the new season. We're going to try to get guests on here. We're going to try to holler at Flat Earth Dave, get some other people on there. If you want to come through, talk conspiracies with us, let us know. We'll get you on. We schedule something. You know what I'm saying? There it is. Episode 51.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you guys. Who want to close out? We done? We good? We Gucci?
Yeah, we good. Unify and Thrive. Yeah, don't forget that.
Word up.
They know it.
All right, we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. We're going to be here. Every week we doing this. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. I couldn't do it. We was chilling. But, guys, stay safe out there, man. Stay vigilant, bro. And turn the fucking news off. How about that? Let's leave with that. Read a book. Turn the news off and read a book.